What's the next 1 to 3 years look like for Planet Nies?
Make a plan and make God laugh, right? Penny always reminds me of that. I think, you know, our goal is to continue what we do every day, and it's just to share our love. I mean, that's the goal, whether it's 1 year, 20 years, until the day that we die. It's just love ourselves and love our brothers and sisters and love everything on this planet unconditionally and share the experience. So that's what we want to do with Planet Nies. I have, I guess going back about 5 or 6 years, I have a lot of video footage of documenting, you know, my journey. And then about 3 years ago, Penny and I, we started to document our personal journey and the places that we've gone and the things that have happened with us. We both did, about 4 years ago, a lengthy cleanse. I did 43 days and Penny did 30 days. And we documented that whole journey. We have about 27 hours of footage, so that's going to go up on the Planet Nies site. This week I'm flying to Vietnam. I'm moving to Vietnam for 6 months to open window, not really sure how long, to go train with my teacher. And I'm going to document this next part of the journey so people can get inspired to see, okay, this is the work that I'm doing and this is how I arrived at this place, but here's the information for you. If you want to use it, here it is. This is what worked for me, and now I'm just going to share it with you. So that's really what Planet Nies is all about. It's about giving and receiving.
So you mentioned martial arts, unconditional love, giving and receiving. To practice martial arts, it takes time, patience, know-how, and a dojo. Unconditional love is like an evolution when you realize what unconditional love is and then you realize how you've been loving your loved ones and yourself. So what's been your dojo to understand and practice unconditional love?
Self-love.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I grew up, it's even difficult for me to say it because I can't believe that I was that way when I was a child. But when I was a child, I had no compassion at all for other people. I was a wild, reckless, destructive.
I'm smiling because it's almost like you're describing myself.
Impatient, you know, just, you know, all those things that come with a young boy who has a lot of energy, who was, you know, probably one of the first kids there to be diagnosed with ADD, and they tried to put me on whatever the first, I think it was Ritalin at the time. I was in special classes, and I went to reading labs and this lab and this psychologist and this and that for them to try to figure out, you know, what was wrong with me. When there was really nothing wrong at all. I just wasn't designed for a school system.
So you have that part of your evolution.
Yeah, and that happened, that went on until I was about 20 years old, until I did the real world. And as crazy as it may sound, it was a form of spirit, it was a spiritual experience for me. And why? Is because, well, what is spirituality? Spirituality is looking within. The real world forced me to look within myself because I was looking at myself on TV and I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like the way that I reacted to that situation, how I handled it, the words that I was using, my behavior, you know, all of that stuff. And it's interesting because you would think, okay, I don't like that and I'm going to change, but it doesn't happen that fast. I have 20 years of being conditioned this way, so it took me a long time.
What were the things that helped you change? You know, we talked about meditation and, you know, herbs and eating right. What was the first thing, you know, that helped you go from point A, you know, a lot of energy, reactive, to maybe a little bit more introspective and a more awareness around your reactions and a little bit of change?
You're never gonna believe it, but the number one thing that started to change the way that I saw the world and how I thought about myself was house music. Deep house music.
The dance experience of it?
Deep spiritual house music. Because as we all know, dancing it's like a ritual, and it's been happening for thousands of years. when I would hear drums in music, like especially like African drums or South American drums, it triggered something inside my spirit.
Join the Facebook page. Eric Nies. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you very much. Bro, it's awesome.
Yeah, that was surprising, man. I didn't know where you were at, but you were definitely a couple layers deeper than I thought you were at.